When you get this call to go work with DJ and you don't really know if it's just gonna be like a one-off thing or maybe it's gonna progress into something down the road, what is kind of your approach to this job?
At the time, I had no idea that I would get to do so much with him. Right. So I was kind of in a headspace of like, if this is all I get to do with him, that's fucking cool. Like, yeah, I'll get to cross that off my bucket list, you know? I didn't have any crazy plan. It was just to capture as much as I could. And obviously just to feel it out, because as you know, when you're putting your camera in someone's face for the first time, you're simultaneously not just capturing, but you're trying to like get a feel for the energy and the vibe and make sure that you're respecting space while also getting what you need, which is, I always tell people that's kind of like one of the most challenging parts of doing documentary work is it's like, you're not just capturing content. You're constantly trying to get a feel for the room and the mood, you know? Yeah. So, but he was super cool. Like he got out of his big ass truck and I was like I got real low. Cause I thought I was like, I need to shoot him like the hero that he is. Yeah. And I just remember him cracking a joke about me like being on the ground. And that was like the very first thing he said to me. And I was like, all right, this is going to be fun.
There is something about building a clear trust with this person, right? And being able to develop that. And I think through building that trust, it graduates you from being the new guy to an incredible asset, right? So what was that progression like for you as you started to develop and build more projects?
I love that question, man. And I think for me, it's that I really try to just be as present as possible. I think when you work with people like Will or DJ, or like Jada, it's just having like, bringing like a present energy and not having some sort of big agenda and just being in the moment and, being consistent and just being a problem solver, you know, and that's the biggest thing. And I think that people like DJ or Will can get a sense for somebody pretty quickly and understand if that person is there for the right reasons or they're going to work their ass off and do a good job. And so, you know, it's like when this opportunity to do stuff with DJ came along, I really did put like pretty much everything else in my life second to that. Right. And I just was just like, you know, I'm going to try to run with this as hard as I can for as long as I can. I think that just being consistent, you know, and delivering the content in a way where as more time passes, there's like, he sees that I understand the vision for what we're trying to put out there. That to anyone out there who's like building a relationship with a new client, I think it's just go in with pure intent and go in with the desire to work really hard. And even if they're not like a DJ, they can just they don't have to be super famous, but treat them like they're the best client you've ever had because, you know, it's like, you don't have to be working for somebody famous to make amazing content. You know, it's about your vision. It's about your creativity. It's about, good ideas. You know, it's like you could be working with the most famous person in the world. And if you don't have an idea for what you want to do, it's not going to resonate, you know? So over a decade ago, I was working with my dad and we were making content and we were doing videos for like dentists and lawyers and people in our community. And then I started touring with musicians and I did music for a long time. So, but my dad always instilled in me, like, treat every job, treat everything, treat every video, because here's the thing, like, you're working on it in that moment. That's where you are. Right. So don't be worried about where you think you want to go. Don't be worried about what you did in the past. Be where you are and just treat that video or that project like it's the most important thing in your life, because really it is. And I think we see it more now than ever. I think it really just starts with having epic ideas and really just bringing that energy to every project you do. Like, this is the most important thing I'm ever going to make. Right. Even if you're like fooling yourself a little, like, tell yourself that, you know, if that's what it takes to get you in the headspace, then I think that you should run with it.
That's a game winning tip right there, my friend. Thanks for listening to this clip. Make sure to listen to the full interview, which is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you listen to podcasts. Hit the subscribe button for more highlights and join our Black with No Cream private community for creators. Links in the description.